Let's start with our special guest, Keith.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. How are you?
We are great. We're enjoying your country. You have a beautiful country.
Yeah, my first question is, as an adventure sailor, would you share your experience here in Maldives?
Well, I tell you, we have traveled over the last 6 years all around the world, and the Maldivian people, by far, so far, have been the nicest, most welcoming people we have met. The island people, the villages, going out here. What Rahid has done out here with the Yacht Rally, it's just been phenomenal, and all the work that he's done, and getting out here to these islands and seeing the local villages, it's been a wonderful experience for us. And really, we've traveled all around the world, and you guys are by far some of the nicest, most hospitable people we've ever met.
If you're a regular watcher of our show, you'll know it's not typical of us to spend much time on land exploring culture or trying new foods. And when we signed up for the Yacht Rally, we had no idea what an amazing experience this would turn out to be. We've spent the last couple of weeks learning all about the Maldivian culture, history, and people. And even though it's somewhat different from what we're used to, especially the food, the kids are still kids, and folks are all so happy we're here, so proud to show off their villages and share their traditions and their heritage.
This is rice, right?
Why don't Maldivians use silverware? Is it just not something you use?
How come you guys don't use silverware?
Yeah, we eat by hand.
All
Yeah.
Maldivians?
Yes.
And that's,
This is a very Western thing.
this is Western.
Very, very Western.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the tradition is eat by hand.
You don't eat with your left hand?
No.
Just your right hand?
We eat by hand.
It's very Western culture to use silverware, European and Western culture. The Maldivians, is it the same in India too? Indians eat with their hands? Yeah. And so they all eat, they don't use silverware, and they eat with their right hand because in this culture they don't have toilet paper. They use a bidet or water, and so they use their left hand for that, and so that's considered unclean.
Interesting.
Is that right?
Islam is the state religion here, and the majority of women wear the hijab. Non-Muslims are not able to become Maldivian citizens, and bikinis and alcohol are forbidden. It's a very different culture than we're used to, but we've learned that these people aren't oppressed or enslaved or terrorists, although I'm sure there are some like that, as there are in every society and religion. But the Maldivians are actually very peaceful, happy people. Just like every one of us, their desire is simply for love and contentment, and to raise healthy children with a strong foundation in their faith, pride in their heritage, and just a good life in a beautiful tropical location.
I tell you a story about me and you, out on the water, surrounded by the blue. They scream that only I'll be saved. They toss off the line, but I just let it float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Float away, float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away.
so excited. Down in the hole.
So the little hot switches that run the throttle controls have went bad on this side, and so I've got to take this box off and resolder the pot switch back, a new one inside of the throttle control because it's real jumpy.
I love how you always use your phone to take pictures so you can figure out how to put it back together.
Yeah. I don't know why they put all this gear in here. I like having the auxiliary power control, so if the electronics go out, you can manually turn these on. But the original controls were ZF controls, and we are getting the brand new latest ZF controls on here. They're supposed to be in the Molly when we get there, and we're going to be upgrading this boat back to ZF controls, which are plug and play, easy to use, and very, very, very nice. So we're looking forward to that. So this is probably the most complicated thing I've ever done, and it was easy to do. I just had to talk to the manufacturer, and they sent me a detailed instruction list to how to do this. This is a pot switch, and basically what it does is it actuates this, on this side, it actuates this throttle, the throttle. As the electricity goes through here, it tells this motor when to start, when to stop, so it doesn't keep going one way or going the other way. And you just have to center. These go bad because they're constantly moving, and so you just have to center it. And centering it with a voltmeter is with an ohm meter is what you do. And so that's all there is to it. It's not rocket science. It's pretty simple, but it's still got to be done. Then you just have to have a soldering iron so that you can resolder the ends. It's not plug and play, so to speak. Okay. Now.
And what is pot switches got to be short for?
That's for potentiometer.
Potentiometer.
A potentiometer.
Spelling bee word right there.
That's a spelling bee word. All right, let's put this thing back on here. And really, this is just common sense, guys. It's not complicated. It's not. It's just simple stuff. You just take pictures because I'm not smart enough to remember it all. Okay, so this is a 5 ohm deal, and so what I'm going to do once I get it once I figure out where center is of this thing, I'm going to hook the lead onto that, and so I've got to find half of that 5, which is 2.5. And so what I'm looking for is 2.5 on that side. I just keep rolling that gear down, turning that pot switch. Okay, and then I'm going to switch this to the other side. And it's 2.62. And that one's 2.59, so it's pretty centered. It's the difference is pretty centered there. It's not 2.5. It's a little more than that to find that delta. Snap one off just a hair. 260, 259. So that's right on the money. Now for the soldering. So the key to this. I need Jack's help.
Oh.
Jack! Hold it there. Alright, that's enough.
We've got one.
Well, that's the way to do it.
Alright, so we got those soldered on. Took me a second to get back into the groove there.
If you had one shot to sail with sailing Zatara, would you capture it or just let it slip? Look, yeah. We're sailing around the world, got the whole crowd looking at us like, whoa. Our family thinks we're crazy, yeah. We make YouTube videos for all you cool people who think like us. You wanna sail like us, you wanna be like us. Everybody just wants to be like us. Here we go to the next part, yeah. SV Delos is better than us. We're better.
That doesn't
Where did
get.
that come from? Edit that out.
Oh, leave that in. That's funny. No, I'll need my phone because all the wires.
You got it, big man.
Said to turn the beeping off.
Okay.
Push the throttle up a little bit. Go to neutral. Reverse tick over. Power up. That full power.
That's, yeah, reverse.
All right, go back to tick over. Forward. Keep going. What's the RPM right there?
That's 1700.
What?
That's 17.
All right, go reverse. Perfect.
Good job, babe.
Next.
Hey. What are you doing, Jack?
So for those of you who don't know, I enjoy raw pasta.
Because he's
He
a
does.
weirdo.
Oh, look at that right there.
Oh, but unfortunately, the pasta I just got the other day at a store was a little bug infested.
And what they do this
They burrow like into the pasta.
right there on the edge.
Nah.
You see another one right here. This is a good
And
one.
when you eat them, you get bugs in your belly, and then they start
Well,
to
somebody
grow.
said you can, you microwave it and kills them, but
It's good protein.
I don't know.
You almost eat bugs. Jack, were you being serious about food diving?
Yeah, you wanna go?
Y'all gonna go free
I'll
dive?
bring that 9.
Sweet.
Well, I just dumped the bag and there's all these
Oh, yeah.
goodies.
Yeah. Dad says that there's always bugs in pasta.
Not always. Well, not these kind of bugs. These are.
No, there's those kind. These just attach because the pasta's so old. There's eggs on every pasta you ever.
I don't know about that.
I don't want to know that.
I ain't eating this. I'm
sorry.
chucking this.
All right. Don't get eaten by a shark.
That's the whole goal.
That's the
The goal. Mama needs content.
You ready? We're about to go for a free dive in the dark.
I'm so excited.
Let's go.
For more wild teen adventures, check out Finn's TikTok and Instagram at SailorBoyFinn. Water is really clear tonight.
So we are finishing up the yacht rally here in the Maldives, and then we are going down to Hula, which we're about 20 miles from there, and we are going to provision there. We got some packages coming in. We've had a bunch of stuff shipped here, some parts and pieces and stuff that we need, and we're gonna pick those up. We're gonna get those installed, and then in about 6 to 8 weeks, we're gonna start looking about crossing the rest of the Indian Oceans to Zanzibar, Tanzania. We've got some insurance issues. We're trying to get insurance for that area. It'll be a pretty easy sail. We'll stop in the Seychelles on the way, and should be some great kiting in Zanzibar and Tanzania. Hopefully that works out. One of the reasons we decided not to go back to Southeast Asia is all the yachties we've talked to that are coming from Southeast Asia that are here in the Maldives, they all came from there, and some other friends that we have there, is that the Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Thailand, it's all become super hard to maneuver. It was hard to maneuver before. We had to get permits, you had to call in, recheck in every 3 weeks, you had to do all kinds of bureaucracy to get through that, according to the reports we're getting out of there, and that just doesn't seem fun to us. Number two is a lot of places want you to be vaccinated there, and we're not fully vaccinated. We're not vaccinated at all now, but we did have COVID, so we have that. But we just didn't want to go somewhere where it's going to be hard. So we're going to Tanzania, East Africa. Hopefully that's where we're going if the insurance works out, and we're going to enjoy that and be somewhere we've never been, and then who knows where we'll go after that. But that's what we're doing. So we're going to end up hopefully in Tanzania and do some more exciting adventures. Who knows? What do you got to say about that, Renee?
I think it's awesome. I think I'm ready to put the sails up and move on. We've got the last rally event tomorrow.
Yeah, the last rally event's tomorrow, and then we will head down, we'll provision, get our parts and pieces in, get the boat tidied up, ready to go, and over the next 6 to 8 weeks, we'll be looking for a weather window heading to Tanzania. Then we'll get the insurance sorted and get lowered the insurance.
Yeah.
But that's what we got going.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Hey, back at you.
The wind is about 12 knots, so we should be able to sail. It's going to be on the beam, so we should be able to make a nice beam reach sail today, make 7, 8 knots.
Sweet. How far do we have to go?
Just 10 miles.
Cool.
10 miles.
It's not a race, but when there's 2 boats, it's a race.
It's always a race.
It's always a race. If there's a bird next to the boat, it's a race. He looked at me, he wants to race. Isn't there a meme on Instagram or something? He looked at me, it's a race. Guys, there's some fishing buoys or something out here in the water right in front of me. There are a bunch of plastic things. Police just pointed them out to me.
Go right between 2 of them. Yeah, motors are off, so be alright.
All the boats are out here. It's a classic regatta. Everybody's having fun. We're all sober is the biggest problem. We're all sober out here, and but the race looks good. The wind is good, and we've got everybody in the race. It's going to be a great, exciting week for you racing.
The closing ceremony for the rally took place on the Faroe Islands and was an evening of dinner, entertainment, and a time of recognizing all the folks who worked so hard to put it together and to make it a success. The time we've spent with these people will forever be etched in our memories, and we're so grateful to have been a part of this very first ever Maldives Yacht Rally, also known as Sabarita Duturu, the Great Journey. If you're in the Maldives next year, make sure to sign up for the second annual Maldives Yacht Rally. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.